Hey everyone, we are here playing as HB up against Geist. It should be an interesting matchup. Opening hand is... We do have ice, but it's a bit hit and miss aside from that. I think we keep it. Hopefully we can push out a beta test soon enough. We have Ash as well to protect, although against Geist that could be less good. They tend to play bits and pieces of Link just to get their Cloud Breakers online. But hopefully we can draw into economy soon. That's not what we wanted. So instead we're going to ice up HQ and R&D, click for a credit, and allow them to do a setup turn. We'd like to draw into our economy pretty soon. Thankfully they did take a mulligan, so possibly not the greatest start for them. Aaron comes down early and Spy Camera. So you know exactly what we're kind of dealing with here. Friends is pointless at the moment. Advanced Assembly Lines is good. It will do the job nicely as a new server at least. We'll just take a credit. If they run it, we'll just res it. We won't install anything off it. Ash is a possibility, but aside from that we have nothing to install. So we don't play MCA Informant. Unfortunately we don't play Arc Lockdown as well. This is a HB deck for the new meta, where you're not as worried about ice not being redundant. Reflection. This is unexpected. It's a cool console. I do like it. I liked it in that good old Andromeda deck. So this should be interesting. I don't know how it's going to work, but we shall see. Ravana is decent, but only when we actually get some stuff rezzed. Second Friends is not good. We're going to stick this on HQ, and we'll put Ash somewhere. Maybe. At least if they go trash it, we can Friends it back. They might think this is a campaign as well. Hopefully we can draw into a campaign and stick it here, start our scoring server. But at the moment we're just kind of almost treading water in a way. So Ravana can come good. We've nothing really to use it with at the moment. Ichi is now relevant a little. So some good, some bad. Not the ideal start. Vanilla is fine. We could try and rush out against it. Maybe. We've been installing the advanced assembly or the beta test over this. They don't have much money though, so maybe this is worth a push. Oh shoot. I was supposed to do this because this makes sense. Server 1, and we'll install the beta test as well. And click for credits. So we have money, we can res whatever we need. Vanilla should serve us well as well. You know, until they get a breaker down. They're just going to take credits, which is fine. We have Jackson. But we're just going to go for the score here, I think. And I won't fire because blind beta tests can go terribly badly. Yeah, because we're still waiting on a lot of campaigns. We've all the good agendas still in the deck, so I think we just hold off. We thought about it, so maybe they'll think... Actually, I don't know what they're going to think. Maybe they think now we've loads of agendas in HQ. Archives. Okay, so Temujin, still good, even with the extra influence cost. So we need to try and get some ice for Archives. Something small, don't want to necessarily overcommit. Architect would be nice. Nope. Okay, let's draw one. Breaker Bay is good. It'll at least get us the credit for installing. And now we can res Ash for free as well, which is always nice. So they haven't got the setup that they would like. Obviously you want tech traders out early, technical writers probably as well. But they're not going to be short on money anyway, that has to be said. Peregrine, oh, all the breakers coming down. Shrike. So they can get through pretty much everything except the vanilla. Yeah. So now they have to find their barrier breaker. Please wait. Okay, but they don't have actions. Fair enough. So let's just tidy up our hand a little bit. Architect is somewhat okay. Not the greatest server in the world, but it'll do. Fire away the NEPD and we'll bring it all out back again with the Jackson, I think. So the reason I fired this was to make sure that they didn't end the run and get a reflection fire, because it is hard end the run as opposed to jacking out. That is an important distinction. So each is going to cost 4 every time to go through, which is it's okay. And Shiv. So still barriers are their sticking point. I'll send back our 3 cards from archives because they're pretty decent to have. They can spy camera us again if they want. Nope, just going to draw a card. So now we have a choice. We can put the Adonis in, which seems safer. We have a lot of money. The longer we leave Geist at this as well, the more chance they have of getting set up. So I think we put this into server 1 and take a couple of credits. Hopefully they see this as a campaign, because we're yet to play one. Totally, we get the score here. We'll bin Breaker Bay for the moment, and we can start doing the Adonis soon. In fact, probably a better play was to install the agenda here and also install these two. So they'll have Fall Guy to get them extra money. But we can outtrace them if we want. Got them to use the Shiv at least. Oh, they use Spike. And we will res this and res Ash. So Ash starts to trace 4. They have 6. So we have to boost by 3. They can of course do this as well if they really want to. So we can boost by 3 or we can boost by 5. 5 gets us the agenda though, so I'd be tempted. So that makes it trace 9, 4, 6, 8. another spy cam comes down. Okay, so we protect our agenda, which is fantastic. And now we start going for the jammy HB style of things, where we'll stick the Adonis in here and force them to come for it. We still have enough to res Ichi, and we can res Eli, but one or the other. So they're drawn hard, and now we just need to try and out-tax them so that we can score global food. That'll be the best way to go out. But unfortunately, it is always a tough game against Geist. Geist can do a lot with very little. But if we get the Adonis and the advanced assembly lines down and force them to make a couple of runs, we're in a better spot. And we do have friends in high places as well, so we can jam it right back and start taxing out some of their precious resources. Where did that Tamusian go? No. I did not realize they played Levy. It seems very, very strange to me. Okay, that explains it all. Well, at least they're getting some better cards on their second go around, but it seems like a very early time to try it. Hostage for Tech Trader. So now they're in a much better position. Trashing this fall guy will get them 4 credits on a card, which is always great. Eve is more valuable, but it's much, much slower. Actually, we have plenty of cards that we can just do this. We can do this into a new remote, and Breaker Bay into this remote as well. So we can save ourselves the credit by resing this. Get us some more money like that. And then we will install Eve. So now that's us set up pretty well. We're hoping to force a run here, because we can res this for free, and they pretty much have to trash it once they get down here. The question is, can we out-tax Geist? And now they have their tech traders online, they're in a much better spot, and they get Saker down as well. So they're coming first. Trashing Shiv to earn some money and get through. They can trash... Actually, no, they can trash Breaker Bay. And I don't believe they can do anything else. So this works out... Oh no, they will have enough if they want to trash the Adonis. But this works out well for us. Good old jammy HP. So res that for free. Pretty sweet. And we'll res our Eve as well. So now, 5 credits a turn. And we get an Ash as well. Turing... It's okay. Where else do we need to block? I would like to get something here. We can install Adonis as well, or we can install Ash. Ash seems pretty good, just for the credit install. Next turn, if we want, we can install the Adonis as well. And we do want a second piece of ice here. HQ is okay. Sacred will cost... Ooh, Sacred is not fun for Eli. 2, 4, 5, 6. Presumably, they'll just resort to clicks. Ravana versus Peregrine is more favourable. So, same old thing, hostage. Another tech trader down. Things are looking much better for them now. So Fairchild is decent. 3, 4, 5, 6, and they can de-res it if they want. So I think we put this on server 2. Nope, not server 2. Onto server 1. And we'll put Chrysium on HQ. That prevents any political operative plays. It'll make Siphon much more difficult. Temujin. So now we can get Turing there if we want. But damage already done, possibly. It'll only cost them the 1 credit to go through on archives, so less fun. Interesting. Autoscriptor comes down and Savoir Faire. Okay, so now they have a lot of triggers that they can do if needs be. Jackson. Yeah, I think we need to do Jackson because we have the Adonis running out. Sherlock. Sherlock will be how much? 6 strength. So that's 2, 4, 6 to break. It's okay. We'll put the Fairchild on archives just in case. We have a lot of money. We can afford to kind of tip away here. But interesting setup going on over here. Haven't seen much from Reflection so far. And another Architect. I think we draw. If we don't find anything, we install Advance the NAPD. Okay, doing it the hard way it is, but at least we have a Biotic Labour in the deck as well. I think Turing might be the worst. Or Architect. Architect at least can't be bounced. It'll cost them 4. Actually, we can afford to pitch Breaker Bay, I think. If needs be, we can Friends and High Places it back. And until they get another breaker down, our Fairchilds are actually decent. Mad Dash. That's a strange one. So we'll happily res this. We have Jackson on the table, so we are going to hopefully stuff this one. Now it could be the ultimate play of there's nothing on top, Now there is. So we'll send back Ash, send back friends, and send back advanced assembly lines. So now we've done what we can do. Can we inflict a damage on them? Fantastic. Employee strike, probably not the most relevant at the moment. Would have preferred to hit spy camera. You know, they're making money hand over fist. Which means we need Caprice over here. This is new Netrunner again. You need to go back to Cygames because the runner can make a lot of money. And if you take your time, they can do quite well. They'll break even pretty much. So I think we leave this off. 4 credits, it's not that bad. I don't think we can out-tax them here. So we know they have a crowbar. Yeah, probably not the wisest to spend that. So they gain money for the privilege, and they can get through here pretty easily now. Ash, I don't think we boost that much. NEPD is not worth that much to us. So it'll cost them 2 to boost. Then they get 4 from this. They can trash our entire server. We have a bit of money, so let's... Small boost. Small boost. So pay for NAPD, wipe out this server. A productive day all in all. To leave the breaker bay though. So we need Caprice, and an agenda would be nice. Another Ash. That works too. Let's draw. Yeah, let's slam them both. See what happens. Now, how many more crowbars can they pull out? Coming for archives, I think we actually spend here. They'll have to boost and pay 3. Yeah, this works for me. Unless they are holding a crowbar in hand, in which case they can fire that out. But then they're not using it over here as well, so Let's see what they want to do. They get their shiv. Nice. So that works out nicely. And now they gain all the money. Good old Geist. It's nice to see that he's more viable again, although Arc Lockdown would shut him down immediately. Yes, autoscript is only from hand. But still, that was a pretty profitable run. Now they're even with us. They can run through here. They can be up 3 credits thanks to Shiv. Going for Eve. I think here they could have just gone for this. They've cost themselves a bit of momentum. Maybe they don't believe it's an agenda, just another campaign again. And now they are giving us the choice of we can score an agenda or we can prevent them or make it harder for them to score 12 more credits. Maybe we should consider it. They'll break even with Turing. Install that. Let's take a credit and we'll friends in high places. To get back an Adonis and a Breaker Bay. So we have a Caprice somewhere in 22 cards. I would prefer more, because in situations like this where you pretty much need to find it to be able to score out. You know, do they think this is Jackson instead? Are they going to put pressure on? A lot of questions. They probably won't mad dash again, we'll say that much. Yep, let's force them to pay up. So they break even there. And another levy. So we've gotten to 4 points, potentially 6 with their second levy. We still have a lot of work to do though. So Breaker Bay Adonis comes up. Surprisingly done a lot with very little on R&D. So let's score this out. Unfortunately, given the card draw with Aaron Marin again. But now we need to find Biotic Labour and an agenda, or Caprice, and get our side games going well. I think we're going to sacrifice one of these Adonises in here force them to come through. Provided they don't win on R&D, which is always a possibility. So we're safe this time around. We'll skip that. Can we find biotic? No. Okay. We'll draw one. And we will slam that in there. Slam this in here. And force them to come for some things. Friends is great as well. It means we can get back an ash. We can get back anything that's trash here. And I don't think ice is going to do it first. I think we just have to hope that R&D holds out. They didn't spike armor this time, I think. So now they're just going for it. Surprised they haven't poked at HQ. And that they're not taking a look over here. Like, they earn money. So it's nearly worth a poke, just in case. There we go. So crowbar and shiv, grand. And they can use spike as well if they want. They're just going to pay a credit, that's fine. Now, we can res Adonis for free, or we can res Ash. Actually, we can res both. We're not going to boost the trace, so it's up to themselves then. So they can pay 2 to be able to trash more than this. Nope, just going to get Ash instead. So we can, friends, get this Ash back down here. Hopefully find... we're looking for either Caprice, a Biotic, or an Agenda again. I would prefer to find Biotic and an Agenda if I'm being honest, because I don't trust myself with side games. Temujin down on R&D. But I don't think money is going to be the winning and losing of this game. So there's our Biotic. So now we draw for an Agenda. We draw for an Agenda. Well, that worked out badly. So let's put Eli on R&D instead. Get rid of the Enigma. And Spike gets through Eli pretty easily. Let's get rid of Architect as well. So now we're looking for Vitruvius or Beta Test. Then we're in a better spot. Well, then we're in a good spot, obviously. Just have to survive the onslaught. So Mad Dash coming in. Fair enough. Hopefully we don't lose one of the agendas that we really, really want to keep. Okay, global food, not so bad. Does put them on game point though. So now we are living riskily. So if this is an agenda, they win. It's not, obviously. So we survive, but we do have to draw past the lock. There's obviously not Caprice as well, because you would definitely go for that. So just another Ichi. I think we draw. We get the worst one. That's so bad. We just need a 3-2. Let's draw again. God damn it. And that looks like game over for us, I think. We'll put Ichi on R&D, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. And we'll get rid of Sherlock. And we'll get rid of a hedge fund because we have loads of money. How many spy cameras have they used? So unless we can find Caprice, we can't really go for any PD because they can get in past anything. They can trash Ash or beat the Ash trace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spy cameras here. So this could be it. No, okay. So they installed for a look. Strange that they haven't run HQ at all, and no siphons. So common archives, just in case we've pitched something, just double check that we haven't. Firing out an employee strike, why not? Alright, 12 cards in R&D, not an agenda at the top. And unfortunately, if we do draw, now they're coming HQ. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, let's res Ravana. Might as well go all in. Chrysium does nothing for us here, really. Unless they have political operative here, so maybe we'll res it just in case. Okay, they don't. Perfect. Let's get our Eli resed. Excuse me. Even though it gives them 3 credits. It costs us 3. But at least it cuts down on the number of cloud breakers that they can use. They'll actually have to pay in the hard way with 35 credits. Probably the last thing they're worried about. So now 1 in 5 shot. Of course, if they get Chrysium and they do have siphons, they can siphon us, but it's not going to do too much damage. Friends in high places, not too bad. Trashing hostage, yeah, that seems unnecessary. So, is there any way that we can score out? I don't think so. Draw 1. Caprice. Install, leaves us short. Still leaves us short. So we're installing into server 1. And we're going to friends. Get back an Ash. Into server 1. And we're going to send back a Adonis. Sure. Into server 4. So it's all going to come down to Psy games, basically. Actually, why did I friends in high places? That was a terrible idea. Because if they do get in and trash the Caprice when there's nothing in there, we have just used our friends, which would put it back. And next turn we could install advance, but apparently it's not going to matter. So don't do that. That last turn was pretty bad. What you should do is hold on to the friends. That way if they get in, they trash the Caprice, you can send it back after install advancing the NAPD, which would have worked out so much better. But this is a good game. I enjoy Geist, although I'm really bad at playing against him. Eventually, I think he just hits a point where he's overly oppressive. And unfortunately we hit that critical mass before we could score out. Possibly a little unlucky with the agendas that we found, considering they did take a while to set up, but c'est la vie, it's going to happen sometimes. And if you are going to go slow and dirtily, you are going to run into problems with such a beast on the other side of the table. Oh. I was not expecting that. Okay, they're just going for singleton accesses, but I think they have a good chance here. Now, if we can get them, it's 4, 6... Like, that's not bad for us. But that is assuming we can survive this. Okay, the trash again. They can go again though, and R&D is getting less and less secure as time goes on. So, have we done it? We finally taxed out Geist. 1 credit left. And we do have another okay. That works. So, money is not an issue. They could go again, I think. Ah, nice. So, we were close. Very, very close. But we could not find the last agenda that we needed. NAPD would have done the job had they whiffed 3 times there, which seems unlikely. Then it's all on Caprice. 1 more beta test, 1 more NAPD, but their fall guys and everything, and tech traders really came to the fore there. What we needed was Eli and Wall of Static and things like that to be higher up, so there was fewer trashables around. But that was a good game. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching.